ladies and gentlemen, support for this podcast is brought to you by Market Squawk, your low latency on-demand data provider for all asset classes you could want. Market Squawk, powered by livesquawk.co.uk. Support for also is given to us by xbrain.co.uk. Denzel is with us. He knows a little bit about xbrain. Whether it worked out or not, that's not between me. That's between them, and it doesn't matter. xbrain.co.uk, promo code Fighting Words saves you 30%. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm flying with the Gypsy Prince, and we're joined by Denzel Bentley. Denz, always a pleasure. Now, we're going to start, and I'm going to just say that you were beat out by a nose for 2021 Guest of the Year, bro. That just means 2022, it's got to happen.
You need to get me on more. You didn't have me on now.
It wasn't, I don't think it was that. It was that the geezer that won it was Usyk's cornerman. And he's he's the owner. Like, it's hard to compete, isn't it? He's giving competition, isn't it? Yeah, he's giving you stories. He's like, you know, when I was with Loma, I was with Usyk, and I'm doing the card tricks and the juggling and fucking all of that stuff.
This way in a little bit.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, like they're on the wall, weren't they? He bought us presents, custom rifles and stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh, swear, yeah, fucking hell, I can't see with that.
How are you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm chilling. I'm easy. Yeah, I'm just chilling, man. Just chilling. Yeah, myself mentally prepared for tomorrow's session.
Tomorrow, because obviously you're in pretty significant training camp right now already. It's firing up, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. I'm already in shape. Probably got like 100 weeks to the fight, but you know.
Oh. So, Wasserman won the purse bids for you and Udofia to fight for the British title. Now, discuss. How are we feeling? Because like that Lonsdale belongs to you, as far as I was concerned.
It looks better on me anyway.
It definitely does.
Definitely does.
Definitely does.
But no, it's a good fight. It's a good fight. I know he wants to win it, so it's a good competitive fight, and it puts me right back into the mix. So why not?
Do you know him personally?
I've seen him about. We were meant to spar back in the day, but we didn't. So
yeah,
that's about it. We don't follow each other on socials.
No.
I've seen him about here and there, but no, I don't know him personally.
Okay. Now, with a Wasserman promotion, it's this. I would just want to chat. I mean, you've seen Cali, right? Sunderland.
Yeah.
That's a good time, didn't he, the boy? Now, I'm sure he's a good professional. He's a good guy to be around. Now, for you on your part, you're not that fast. I know that because you won that title in like the bubble, as it were.
Yeah.
Now, this time around, you're essentially on hostile. Like it's probably going to be closer to his area, which is what Luton, whatever that Luton is. We're supposed to have him on next week. I don't know how he's going to react if he hears some of this stuff. I don't care. You're my boy. Are you prepared basically for them to do some madness for this? Do you think they would, or do you think it's just going to be chill?
I don't even know. I don't really care, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't thought of that, but whatever they do, as long as we get to a fight, I'm all right. Yeah.
How was the process? Like, how did this all come about? Because it felt to me anyway, as a fan, I don't know about you, Jess, but it was like, boom, out of nowhere, like, Denz is on purse bids again for the British. Amazing.
Yeah, obviously with Cash not missing the purse bids, obviously he had to vacate or restrict or whatever the case was. Then obviously they tried to get an opponent for him. Then the board put Danny Dignam forward, and Danny Dignam said, his team said they're moving on, going the route they're going to pursue, world level, stuff. So obviously no one else was next in line but me again, innit? So, and to be honest, I think my team contacted the board when Cash fingers all, but they put Danny Dignam through first, and when he basically declined, they put me through next.
Do you think that Uncle Eddie has got some sort of mad plan going on? Because like Boo Boo's vacated, he's going up north. Cash is probably quite highly rated in the WBO because you are and were before that fight as well. Do you think maybe they're trying to wrangle like Cash and Janabek or something?
I don't think so. If he was, they would have fought someone else back with WBO, but they seem like they're going WBA route. I'm not sure who the WBA champion is. Oh, it's that Rob Marotta guy, innit? But either way, he's fighting the number 3 ranked WBA.
Yeah.
So it seems like they're going WBA route. I think if they were going to go that way, they would have probably pushed him to fight someone else like the WBO just so they can get an eliminator or something at least. But yeah, I don't know who would go for that. I think that's the route Danny Digham's on because he's got the WBO European and stuff. So, yeah.
Nice. So from you now, because obviously you're doing all the S&C stuff, you look great in your last fight. You too sharp, too hinge, too skilled. You know what I mean? Like, what should we expect a show, or should we? Are you just like, I'm getting my belt back no matter what. I don't care if it's a snoozer. I don't care.
I'm not really in for a snoozer. I'm trying to put someone to sleep.
Yes.
If I'm being honest.
Nice. DM me with the round. Cash on it. Now, I look very forward to it. Have they given any indication other than the month of April? That's quite far away still, isn't it?
Is that what they said, April?
I saw a thing on April.
Maybe, but I was hoping end of March, man. I've been in camp for long, bro. But
hold on. Go on. You talk. I'm gonna hold on. Shannon Courtney can't be called the babyface assassin when she's a bit moon-faced these days, isn't she? Like she had a bit of a rough off training camp. Anyway, yeah. But no, I saw April for some reason. I may be making it up, but hey.
I haven't seen any dates. Myself, to be honest. But I don't know. It could be April, but I was hoping more March.
Yeah. I don't know
what's going on. I don't know what channel it's on. I don't know where it's going to be. I have no dates. I just know they want to.
Wasserman could be Sky Sports, you know.
I thought they were, but I don't know, to be honest. I thought they were, but I've only seen Boxer really putting on shows with Sky Sports. The only fighter I've seen from Wasserman on Sky Sports, obviously Linus in one of their first shows, but Chris Eubanks. Other than that, it's only Boxer promoting, so I don't really know.
We'll wait a little bit before we go on to that one. We'll wait a bit. I reckon you'll be on Sky Sports, you know. I reckon Sky on a Boxer card, you know. Especially Denz done a little bit with Boxer already. He might have a couple of people. You know what I mean? Might get Dan on the card as well.
That'd be good. That'd be nice.
It would be lovely. Yeah, have to crew out. There's what is it? You got the Savannah Marshall card up in Newcastle on the 12th of March. And then I think there's another one on the 19th of March. I think March is quite busy, you know. I reckon they'll slot it in around there.
If they can slot it in March, I'll be happy with that. In my mind, I got March, but hey, if it's April, it's April.
Are you now much more? What's the Deads up to now?
Can't disclose that information.
You can't disclose that information. I was counting plates on a story yesterday. I'm not gonna lie.
That was the set before the last one.
Yeah. No, that was the failure of that set. I know that. I could see it. I could see it was the warm up and warm down. It was decent though. Getting strong, boy. Right. British middleweight and world. Jez, what? Murata's probably the most vulnerable of the champions. Yeah. GOOOO, 100% the most dangerous. Yeah. Right. So things are changing. And things are changing in time for your ascension up, which I'm liking a lot, right? Eubanks, I think we should go into that now. Like Jesse and I spoke quite in depth about Eubanks and that performance on Sunday. Did you watch it?
Yeah, of course I did.
Now, how did you?
I was meant to be on my birthday, man.
Yeah, it wasn't though, was it?
Nah, the week after.
So, listen, I left that feeling confused. Right, I left that seeing Eubanks. Right, Jess, have you seen anything more with it? You seen any of the other stuff he's going on about now in his McLaren?
What's he been
Sick
saying
McLaren.
Now? Oh, the
McLaren.
It's a big McLaren, isn't it?
The injury business, or
well, we've had Hand, which I don't doubt he hurt his hand because he was whacking Liam in any way and every way, no matter where he was when he decided to whack him. Right, then we had I didn't want to stop him all over again, like we have with Mark Morrison. Then it was, I wanted to punish him. That then, as a, elite middleweight, if you hurt your guy, no matter how...
I'm going on early.
That's what I'm saying, right? No matter how much you dislike them, no matter how much they could have been cussing your mum, your nan, your missus, your cat, anything, right? You've already knocked him out. It don't need to go on longer.
Yeah. And like, even though it went on longer, it weren't like he was battering him for every round.
No, that's the weird thing.
A couple rounds, but it was like he was mucking about, playing. That's not really punishment, is it? You're embarrassing him, yeah, because of the showboat, but you're not really punishing him, are you? But I don't know. But I just kind of found it funny how Williams went down so easy every single time. I was just baffled. I don't know. He got put down twice by 2 jabs. And a few other shots put him down, but I don't know what it was. I can't say it was the occasion because he's at home. He's in Cardiff. He just boxed for a world title. That occasion shouldn't even get into you like that. Like, you're not.
And he looked better against Boo Boo than him.
Yeah,
that's the fucked up. That's the thing I can't rationalize.
I don't know, man. Maybe it's a change in the trainer. You can't even blame him on that, bro, because he should have just went to war. But he couldn't even get close to him. It was just weird. It was weird. And I said to myself, if Eubanks boxes like that, he's losing. And he proved me wrong. So I thought it was going to be a barn fest or whatever you call it. I thought it was just going to be a straight
barn
rock.
Burner.
Everyone's getting,
yeah,
that's it, barn burner. I thought it was going to be a straight rock, like just going to go in there and start swinging. That's what I was looking forward to. But I left confused just like you did. So, but I didn't really because I was at home. But
yeah. You turn off the telly and you go, "What just happened?" I can't wait to talk to Jesse about this tomorrow.
Left with
in depth.
Plenty more questions than we had beforehand.
Yeah. So, is he, in your opinion, right? This is not like a take or a soundbite or anything. Is he better than we thought he was, or was that the best that we're going to see of him, and he couldn't get him out, and then he kind of had to showboat to make it look like there's so much more to my game, and I'm so in control that I'm picking and choosing what I'm doing? Because like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, he did nothing, and Williams for me, because he was doing something, won those rounds, right? And I understand he was, but he literally wasn't doing anything. So you kind of have to give it to Williams, right?
Yeah.
And then he got kept in the. You go on.
Those might have been around. His hands were hurting, if that's what he said happened. Because I was baffled. But I think he was always going to showboat. Based on his last 2 fights before that, I think he was always going to showboat. And especially when he put in them early with that jab in the first round, he thought, I'm feeling myself now. I think he was always going to showboat. But you got to ask yourself, does he beat any of the champions boxing like that?
It's a very good question. And like, with the exception of Murata, and even then, Jess, you know way more about Murata than most people do. Yeah.
We said before, like, Murata's tough. If anything, he's tough. And a lot tougher than, without any disrespect, than what Williams was on that night. So boxing like that, can you see Eubanks getting away with that against someone?
I can see that being a fucking good fight though between them two, because they are chinned out.
You got to basically kind of just forget the Murata fight. That's dead in the water, because Triple G's come to take that belt off him. Like, we know that already.
Yeah,
we don't even know that anymore, though, innit?
Well, that's true though.
Yeah,
there's been no news of that at all, has there? Since
that's just stopped since COVID blocked it, and now they're talking about the third fight with Triple G Canelo now, with Bivol first, and then Triple G.
But they said they both have to win their next fight, so Triple G's definitely got a next fight. So,
yeah, but what weight does he do that at? Canelo ain't coming down to middle, so they're gonna make him go up to.
The fight with Canelo is gonna be at super middle.
See, I don't think he can make super middle that easily anymore. He looked proper dry against Canelo. Triple G will make that. I don't think Canelo makes super middle that easy anymore.
They got their remedies in that camp. They know how to make weight.
Yeah, they got you got some special Barocca.
Slightly special Mexican way.
Yeah, the Mexican Baroccas. Yeah, the teas, slim teas. You always got to have the skinny teas. That's what it's all about.
It's just herbal tea.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It just burns out a little bit. You know, you go for a run, like 27, 28 miles at 2 a.m. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Finish it off with a Mexican magic taco. Good.
Good. You're back. Ready for tomorrow. Ready for the next day.
Do you so they're still talking Triple G. They're talking Eubanks Triple G. That's the one he keeps talking about, and I don't know why he's so obsessed with Triple G.
Because Triple G's old, bro. Like, Triple G's 39, turning 40. You're thinking he's done. Let me be the one to knock him out or whatever. But at the end of the day, Chris Eubanks got a name where if Chris Eubanks really wanted to fight someone of any sort, he would have fought Charlo.
Do you think?
I know Charlo would have fought that fight. Yeah, 100%. Because you got to remember they were going that way anyway, and then he boxed on Charlo's undercard. I'm sure it was on his undercard against Korobov. Korobov hurt his shoulder. Or an injury, whatever the injury was, I can't remember. And obviously, Eubank got the decision. So he boxed Korobov. So you have a relationship with Showtime. You don't mind going at Showtime. Cool for Charlo. Charlo will happily take that fight. Charlo's last fight was against, what's that dude's name? I forgot his name, but he's got all wins by knockouts and a couple of losses. I can't remember his name, but they went the distance.
Oh, it went Derenchenko, was it?
No, not Derenchenko.
Not Big Charlo.
Montiel.
Yeah. And that was a good fight too.
It was a good fight against Montiel. But you got to remember, who has a bigger name?
Yeah.
Eubank. Even if it's not him, he's that just because of the name Eubank. That name's already bigger. Like, he's known. Montiel is probably not the biggest fighter in Mexico anyway. Is he Mexican? I guess he's Mexican. Well, if he's Mexican, he's not the biggest name in Mexico.
No.
Eubank is one of the biggest names in the UK.
Yeah, but that's what I still don't understand. Because, like, you know, he's got to be the most, like, with Roy, he may actually fulfill his potential, right? And I'm adamant about that. Jess? He might do, right? It's looking that way. He's getting better.
Chance that it will, but whether that likelihood is much, it's just more than none.
Does he beat Charlo fighting like that?
The thing is that the thing that I've seen for the past few fights is that he fully believes in him and he fully believes in his chin. Like he may have the skinniest legs I've ever seen on a shredded dude of all time ever, right? And that includes Uncle Larry. Shout out Uncle Larry. But he does have a proper chin on him. Now, if you're gonna go in against, like, Big Charlo is a fucking banger. Triple G is a proper banger. Triple G will bang dudes out into his 90s, right? If you go up against Triple G into his 90s, you try and jack him, you're in trouble.
Yeah, he's banging you out.
Yeah, you a good boy? Are you that now? You know, he'll just go straight in immediately.
Big drama show.
Yeah, big drama show. Mex, I kill. Yeah, you know what I mean? He's still that guy. If you try and go in there chinning with Triple G, who was also, I mean, have we ever even seen him wobbled? I know he's 40 now. I don't think I've ever seen him wobbled.
I've seen him hurt to the body against Derenchenko, but
that's
a body shot on it. Yeah. I think a body shot covers anyone, but no, you're right, man. You're right. I just don't know, man. I just think the easiest fight that would have been to make is Charlo, because Charlo ain't got nothing lined up. He's only chasing the big names that you can't get right now. Golovkin's chasing Murata. Murata's not going to fight Eubank because he wants that Golovkin money. So why is he going to risk it against Eubank? He clearly doesn't want Demetrius Andrade because he can make that as well. He's looking for opponents. He's looking for opponents and he can't get any. So those are the two to fight: Demetrius Andrade or Charlo. And you don't want to fight neither of them. You want Murata or Triple G, because Murata, like you lot were saying, he's the easiest champion. Triple G is 40, so he's thinking, right, you're old now. I've got you. Like, you're not a real warrior. You don't really want to fight the young, healthy.
Can I just say how hurtful you're being at 40, right? Because Triple G turns 40 in April. I turn 40 in May, and I'm waking up at night stressing. I know it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable, isn't it?
You've got a nice beard.
Yeah, well, it's a little bit grey, a little bit. Yeah.
It looks better.
But if it ain't coming through at 40, if you can't grow a beard at 40, mate, give it up. It's done.
You got to stay
it's done.
daily.
Triple G, as an athlete, 40 is old for an athlete. Like, what's the average age athletes retire? You know what I mean?
It's not so much that; it's the 400 amateur fights he had before he even went pro.
See, exactly, and that as well.
Yeah,
imagine that 400 amateur fights, and however many fights.
I think he was 355 and 5 as an amateur. Olympic silver medalist. Every amateur competition cleared it out. Got robbed in some games. I think Athens. 355 and 5 done.
Yeah, mad. And he's never been rocked or stopped. Mad.
Nope.
Never been dropped or stopped. Yeah, he's a monster. Oh my god. He's a monster. But obviously, with all the stuff in sports now, you can, recovery, supplements, whatever. You look after yourself better, innit? So people go into like 35, 37. But unless you're B-Hop, 40 and over, mate. I'm not trying to box to 40. I'm trying to relax and chill out. But
I don't want you
he
boxing at
obviously loves
40.
it.
I want you off in the. I want you off in the McLaren by that point.
That's what I need.
Deep, yeah.
McLaren, 2-Sharp number plate. It'll be nice, innit?
What color would you go for? Some sort of metallic purple?
I don't know. I might have to be loud. I don't know. I'm thinking of what colors you've got? Red.
Yeah, he's got like a blood red. Looks. To be fair to him, look. Listen, you cannot be couth in a McLaren. That's fact. Like, there's no class in there. You look at McLaren and you just go, mate, come on.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, it's baller shit, isn't it?
100%.
It's too baller.
So you know he's got big bucks, got big money, man. But
from what? Again, that's what I don't understand. Where can he like? You're a UK middleweight British champion fighter, right?
Yeah.
You know what people get paid despite having the family name. I understand that. Let's say if we add 50% onto your biggest purse, does that get you a McLaren? Please say it gets me 3.
It don't help you maintain it.
It don't help you keep it. No.
No, keeping it is going to be the hard part. Probably get it out for a day on a rental, just give it back. But the liter on that's probably a madness. You rev it once and it's peak.
Oh, that's 30 quid.
Don't go too early. Yeah, it's mad.
30,
but...
$3,000, mate.
What, on the tank, yeah.
Yeah.
See, now I could see you being some sort of crypto NFT millionaire, Jess, and just having like just a bunch of whips that no one ever knew about.
Yeah, bring me in if it didn't NFT or crypto.
Jess is all about it, right? You want to DM Jesse, he'll give you some proper crypto advice. And to be fair, we've been talking about. I think this is a good opportunity as any, Denz. I want to make an NFT of you. So I don't know what an NFT is as such. I was hoping that you could explain
for about 2 years, but
I ain't got a chance. I don't have a clue neither. I'm in the same boat as you. I was hoping when you said that, I was hoping you were gonna fill me in with what's going on.
So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna ask for 35% of your purse, and we're gonna invest that in NFTs. Okay, it's gonna be fine. We'll give you no guarantees, but it's gonna be all right. And we're gonna launch a line of 2Sharp NFTs when we know what they are.
Reward.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
They say, innit?
Yeah, especially if you're on like a decent Sky card, you just have like 2Sharp NFTs written all over it. You get a couple of hits on something somewhere. You know what I mean?
That'd be good if it was on the Sky card though, but I just don't know. I don't even know actually. I'm hoping they announce that next week, man, because I was sitting there waiting for purse bids for ages, and the purse bids, still now we've got to wait for a date and all that stuff. So it's all kind of long, to be honest. But what can you do? All I can do is train.
It's a very different purse bid experience to what we was getting with like Fury and White, isn't it? Because that got delayed, and then they announced it, and everyone knew everything about it, with the exception of date and venue. Everyone knew what everyone was getting paid, the whole lot.
Yep, but even the date came out same day. They said April 23rd, didn't it?
Yeah, around that we've got that booked. You're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just mad. But that person got pushed back 4 times. I would have been fuming if I was involved in that.
Yeah, it's not great.
4 times. That's long, man.
There's no chance that Uncle Frank can have a word with the Wassermans and say, look, let's bung you on that. Come on, it's a big fight. Big card. Come on.
What's that? Fury?
Yeah.
But then again, we don't even know what's going on with that because White's been kind of silent. I think we take it, but we still don't know what's going on with that. I think they can't really finalize anything until they get the signed contracts back in it. So
there's no way White doesn't take that fight.
I don't think he doesn't take it. I think he takes it. Biggest payday, your opportunity to become a world champion. You've been waiting over 1,000 days. Why wouldn't you take it? Like, if you don't take it, then you just can't talk about nothing again in the sport. Like, you passed up an opportunity. I mean,
Jess, what would you do for a potential £4 million bonus or $4 million? Give me 3 things you would do for a bonus of $4 million.
There's not many.
Would anything go gay?
Huh? Nah.
Anything? Nothing gay. Okay. So all right. Anything with animals?
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
Why not? What about someone's nan?
Yeah, do that for
fine. There we are. So we got the line there. Den, same question, my friend.
The first thing I don't do because it's all mad. Animal cruelty. You see what's going on right now, booting cats and stuff. So
I don't pay attention to the news. I was hoping you could give us a solid solution to this Ukraine-Russia situation, though. Or is that putting you on the spot?
I've just seen the Klitschko brother saying they're joining the army. I don't know what's going on.
Could you imagine being in negotiations and Vitaly comes in, sits down, gives you that hard hair, right? Fun story. I used to be a photographer at the London Dungeons when it was still at London Bridge, Before you were born, right? Fact.
I'm still there when I was born, though. But,
yeah, just about.
Yeah.
And that's near your neck of the woods anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So in comes the Klitschko brothers. I'm like 16. Yeah. I'm at college. I truly have never seen bigger humans in my life. Right?
Even back then.
Even back they were just impossibly big. Like just in the biggest just shockingly big. No, I'm not talking like, wow, he's tall. Like you're just like, what the fuck are you? Who's absurd?
Yeah, it's mad. Vitaly was the scarier brother though. Fucking hell.
You know, Big Steph. You wouldn't blink. Big Steph compared to the Klitschko's. No ag anything for a reference of size. You know what I mean? Oh, geez. Right. So when do you think, what I don't understand as an international podcaster, et cetera, and fan is how is there so much like opaqueness with the purse bid? Because I understand the other side essentially won, but surely it's in their interest as well to let everyone know what's going on. You can get the thing moving, you get the marketing going, or is it just because it all got dealt with 100%. Kind of yesterday?
You know what? With the purse bids, I think when they won it, they hadn't fully sorted out what they wanted to do. That might be why nothing's in place yet. If they had a plan, it would have all got released at least by today. You win the purse bids by tomorrow, Friday. Yeah, this is what it is. It's on this show. Boom, bang, bosh, whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't think they had a plan. I think they thought, all right, let's win this, and then we'll try and get this sorted rather than getting something sorted first and then bidding. So they must not have a show. They might be building a show around that fight. I don't know. But if they already had a show that was announced, then they might be like, look, this is on there as well. But maybe it's because the show that they're planning ain't announced, or they're planning a show around that fight. I don't know what they want to do. They might be trying to make them go back to Luton to headline and all that stuff. But
are you going to headline in Luton though? You know,
I don't even know. But what is in Luton? Have I been there before? I think I've been there once. No, I ain't been there. I've been Bedfordshire.
Exactly. Listen, the three of us and UK knowledge is not going to be our speciality. Right? Outside of London, there's a steep drop off for me that I just don't pay attention to. I know where Brighton is because my sister lives there. That's about the extent of it. I couldn't pick Yorkshire out of a fucking map. Right, I'm out. We're talking about maybe going up to Newcastle to do a little bit of media shit. Like, what the fuck is a Newcastle?
What's a new? Oh, was that for the Savannah Marshall fight?
Yeah.
What do you think of her and Carissa Shields though?
I think she bangs her out. I think Savannah crushes Clarissa. I think it's bad.
I think like female boxers don't really bang, but Savannah
she does.
Bang.
She really does.
I think she went to like heavyweight to stop someone, isn't it?
Yeah. Listen, when we had her on last week, and she's so nice and so softly spoken and so chill. Then you put Clarissa in front of her, and she starts a little bit quippy and a little bit like, I'm just gonna give you a couple of WWF style WWE lines. And then there was a point in that sort of backing and forth where she like came up and surrounded Clarissa, and it was just like, this is going to be dark.
You saw the veins popping out and that. She was
just... Yeah. I started to realise the big height difference in him as well. Massive.
I think she just doesn't like her at all. Like, at all.
Well, you got one that's 11-0 with 9 knockouts, right? And then you got one that's 12-0 and 2 knockouts. So how can the one with 2 knockouts, who talks about knocking out men, be talking all this noise, where the other one, who talks about really not knocking out men, but everyone talks about she's got a fucking crack on her now.
Yeah.
I don't see that going that well. And also for like Sky's part, they've been, respect to them, they're taking some gambles, because like Williams could have quite easily beat Eubanks. that was pretty close to a 50-50, no?
100%. I thought he could have beat Eubanks before that.
Yeah.
Before the fight started, but then someone was making a good point about the build up to it. He didn't seem confident all the way through, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't really been watching build ups recently. I don't know. I just can't be asked to watch them.
Ever since YouTube.
So I ain't seen too much of it. But even the face-to-face thing with Johnny Nelson,
they cut that up naughty, didn't they?
I didn't see all of it. I think I fell asleep. It was after training. But I got to the point where Eubanks was like, "You're a return coach."
Yeah.
And
but they cut that up. So they made it in the preview. It made it sound like he was talking about turncoat and bottle job and this and that about him going to the booth camp. But then you watch it all, and it doesn't really flow like that.
No, but he wasn't saying it for the booth camp. I think he was saying it.
No. But they were cutting it together to make it look like that. So I'm like, this is going to be sick.
Oh yes, because his cousin trains there. I got you. Yeah. Oh yeah. You're right. Oh, that's sick. Yeah, I didn't cut that.
Yeah, all of that. The mini clips. They was giving it like it went mug off the jacket. It's my jacket, isn't it? Big line. One of my, like that. At that point, I become a fan. Respect. Then it was the turncoat bottle job. And then it was the Chris, I'll take you in a room and batter you. And then even that was all cut up. It was like, you ain't doing anything.
Yeah. At least he didn't do nothing. And he didn't say nothing after. But the way you put it on was like, bro, you've been talking all this shit in the build up. Now I'm in your face. You haven't said a word. You're a bottle job. From then I was kind of thinking, bro, why is Williams not aggy? Like, he's always aggy. Trying to be the bully.
Yeah.
And it was like, right now, it's like, I don't know. He just wasn't feeling himself. He was just... But either way, I'm not using for the fight. That was, it wasn't one of his best performances. It was like he had a performance against Andrade that he did coming off looking at that performance against Eubanks. So it was just so weird. But the build up, he just didn't look confident. Like, it was weird.
Yeah, it was. And I mean, look, it was a fun build up. I think it's like Sky's biggest ever show. Ever. Yeah,
at the moment, until Khan book.
Yeah, but that's a pay-per-view, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah.
Are you going to buy it?
Huh?
You going to buy that?
Hey, listen, I'm joking. Nah, I'm not going to buy that, man. Bro, listen.
Are you not?
Are you listening? It's I don't know what everyone's expecting. You're getting two guys that have lost.
Because it makes me feel like I'm 31 again. What are you talking about? It makes it feel like I'm a young man again. It's like a time machine.
This is like a B-Tech version of Floyd and Pacquiao.
I got a B-Tech.
That's what do I actually.
Shout out to the MVQ food prep crew.
But yeah, it's like it's 5
Wait,
years.
Well, you got a B-Tech in. But you got a B-Tech in.
Who, me?
Yeah, it's business studies, isn't it?
Sports science.
Sports. You got a B-Tech in sports science.
Yeah.
Saddest qualification of all time. You've got a qualification of no science on something science. That's massive. That's perfect. I did it in computing, and when it says computing and you're like, that sounds old, it was old. It was proper old. I went into my first job and it gave me nothing. Nothing. Jez, background in education, my friend. He's an expert locksmith, right? Self-taught. He's a good fence jumper. The Gypsy Prince is no joke.
I mean, the name on the Gypsy Prince.
He's always been the Gypsy Prince.
Oh.
Yeah, always been the Gypsy. Especially now he's got the long hair. See, I used to train at a gym where Jesse was like a very young PT, where Larry was as well. Again, shout out Uncle Larry. And he was a very young man. Then I didn't see him for years because that gym shut down. And I bumped into him at Liverpool Street once. And he had this slick back hair. He was 10, 12 years older, wearing a mustard roll neck and a fur coat. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here? and since then, we've reconnected. And obviously, Streets is always with us, but he's on set at the minute, living his best life.
Streets is living the dream.
That's what we call him, Hollywood Allen now. One of the phones corrected his name to from Hollywood Ian to Hollywood Allen, and it's Hollywood Allen forever now.
Hollywood Allen.
So he's absolutely smashing it. He's playing with knives. He's giving me lingo like face burn. I'm like, oh, what are you going on about, bro?
got to find a new name. Can't be called Streets no more. He's not in the streets.
He's far from the street. Well, to be fair, Rodeo Drive is a
Hollywood
street.
Boulevard.
Yeah. He's Bond Street Allen now.
In it. Yeah. Bond Street.
Ian Boulevard.
So you really got no interest in like Khan versus Brook. They're degraded to a similar level as each other.
I'm gonna watch it, but
you're gonna ask for a link.
It's all right.
No. I'm gonna go to someone's house that's gonna pay for it. But yeah, I'm just saying, I just don't think it's gonna be as an exciting fight as it could have been. Like Khan still. By the way, I think Khan wins, but Khan still got that hand speed. Khan still boxes, but I don't know. They both took pretty bad losses in their last fight. They both lost to Crawford. You know, the best fighter out there. But I think Brook's loss was worse than Khan's. Khan quit like I don't know. He quit like I don't know, but
yeah, the Crawford Brook one was bad. That was weird, so right?
What have you really got left in the tank? But he's probably one of them fights where everyone in the world can beat him, but not you, Khan. I'm not letting you beat me. Do you know what I mean? It might be one of them fights.
I mean, he's still got listen. He still looks good. He moves really well. He's still got good timing. Like even Crawford after that fight said to him after the fight, like, you got some of the best timing I've dealt with. Like, it's easy to say that after you've knocked someone. You know, Crawford got shot in the head.
Yeah, I know that.
That's mad, isn't it? Like, how hard is that geezer? Just survives a bullet. What?
And then he drove himself to hospital.
Standard.
Yeah.
Gangster.
I'm always going to be back in Brook. Khan's another one of them dudes. I never warmed to him. There was just always something that tremendous fighter, so fast, fun to watch.
Fighter, but he's a bit of a, I don't know, a bit of a weirdo.
It's not even like a personality thing. Right? It was just something
for no reason.
Yeah. Like, at least with Junior, you're kind of like, I understand why people don't like you. I like you now because you're asking about your coat. But before this, it's been quite hard.
Yeah, Eubanks funny as well.
I think he like you said, everyone over as well.
Yeah,
the Santa outfit.
Yeah, he comes out in like that weird red furry Santa stuff.
He's back kit.
Wait, have you already got a pretty good idea about yours? I know that's a very important thing for you.
Oh, my kit.
Yeah, you got to have ideas already, haven't you?
I've already ordered it. It's gonna be nice. I can't wait for myself. I'm getting excited thinking about it. Oh, you shouldn't have reminded me. I'm about to call up them tomorrow and be like, is it ready yet?
Who you done it through?
It's going to be crazy. Box it.
Yes.
Designed it the other day. I just said, oh.
You spoke to ringside about the gloves because you know we had that one fight where the gloves didn't quite match.
Knowing it, I need to. When the kit's ready, I'm going to tell them. The thing is, I think they only do certain colors, but you probably just get some white gloves. You can't go wrong with white gloves, innit? But
you can't. It's also a statement, isn't it?
Yeah. I see blood in the gloves as well.
Yeah. Guys, I'm loving your attitude right now. This is very, very big. As training with Dan, because Dan, the last time we had you both on, Dan was quite open about him basically being like the king of the weight room. Is the gap closing up now?
It is closing up. Yesterday. Was it yesterday? It was yesterday. What day was it today? Thursday. Sorry, I'm bugging. But yeah, yesterday when we were doing the deadlifts, mine and his were the same weight at that point. Still, so I don't know if you saw his video and his reaction and mine.
He edited it. He put an extra plate on. I saw it. He had some. Listen, he's gone booze, isn't he?
But obviously we had different rest times, so I give him that. But I'm closing the gap. But to be honest, Dan's still a freak of nature anyway. He's one of them guys. Yeah, I've said someone's asked me like, what's it like sparring light heavyweights, and I told them there's a difference between sparring light heavyweights and sparring Dan. Dan is mad strong for no reason. Like why are you that strong? It's mad weird.
I need to meet Dan in person because I have a feeling that him and I are pretty much the same size, and I'm also strangely strong.
Is it? Yeah. See, he's mad strong. He doesn't like lifting though, but he lifts. But he just, if he didn't need to, he wouldn't kind of guy.
I like it.
I like
the duo of you two as well.
That's my guy,
he
man.
he hasn't got anything less coming out, hasn't he? Like it's gone quite quiet for him, even though he's British champ.
Yeah, I think he's got a few issues behind the scene. I'll leave him to talk about that if he wants to. But
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, they're talking about what they're talking about, like Boatsy and Richards, isn't it?
Yeah, but you got to remember that side of things is like they're just, you know what? Yeah, without being funny, I think struggling is the wrong word, but I think Eddie's having a harder time than he thought he would have. Like the names ain't like just him. I don't know. Like he hasn't really got a mad household name right now, apart from Conor Ben. Yeah, obviously AJ's AJ. AJ's his own. You know what I'm saying? He just his own. Yeah, but he's got Conor Ben. So he's building Conor Ben. I don't know what the numbers are for the zone, but I can bet you a lot of people ain't got the zone.
More, yeah, like me and Jess were saying, who's fallen off the pod. Hold on, come back in, Jess.
Oh, you come up?
Yeah, he fell out.
Probably getting bored.
It's just you and me, son. But no, like I think because they put the price up, it's $7.99 now. They didn't give anyone like January off, as far as I was aware. I still got charged for it. Like it's annoying people.
Oh yeah, and there was no boxing.
None.
That's mad, isn't it? I didn't even realize that. You're right.
Yeah,
and then on top of that, now they're doing the zone pay-per-view. It's like,
see, I don't mind that.
No,
I don't mind the zone pay-per-view.
How much is it going to be? First of all, you're paying a monthly subscription, and you're paying a monthly subscription to an app where you don't even get boxing every month. Like how many, or you might get like one. Like they haven't really been active. You haven't had at least 2 fights a month. I know there's only 4 weeks a month, so let's just say you got at least 2 shows in a month. That's all right. That's all right.
That's all right. Yeah.
But there's some months you don't get nothing, and you're still being charged for that month. The only reason why everyone has that is for the boxing. You know what I mean? So obviously, and they don't have any names. That's
but is that not the same with Sky Sports? If you're say the soccer season finishes, and you're a massive fan of football, you've got Sky Sports and BT Sport just for the football, essentially. When that season's done, they don't cancel their subscription. They let it go. And if there is a pay-per-view that they want to watch in addition to, they do that too.
But how long is the season done for, as in compared to how long the season's on for? So I'm going to say, and plus there's other sports from Sky Sports to Sky Sports. That's what I'm saying. And BT Sports.
That's why I want that card to be on a Sky Sports card for you.
But it will be good. It'll be a different crowd. It'll be a different. I'm saying it'll be a different audience, so it'll be good as well. But Sky Sports and BT Sports are in the league of it. They're just different. They're the powerhouse. I think just because of the football. There's other sports on there as well. I don't know, Formula One or whatever sports you like. It's there, isn't it? But the zone is like, if boxing's not on, you don't use it.
Yeah, but you know the rest of the world, the zone's got everything. Like the zone's got the Premiership for the rest of the world.
Fair enough.
Like the zone like carries the UFC. Like that Triple G Murata fight was going to be on DAZN in the UK and the US, but Amazon Prime everywhere else.
Oh, swear.
Yeah. So it's all like it's all like we're living in little pots. It's mad.
That's mad. I didn't know it was Amazon Prime, but I knew obviously he was with the zone. So it was with the zone. But I don't know, it's mad, man. I don't know. But at the end of the day, I just feel like there's a lot of pressure, lost the purses. Everyone's on to him. You see him kind of wigging out at Umar a little bit, and you can see he's a bit frustrated. And I don't know. Innit? I could be bugging, but I'm just happy that Boatsy Richards is a good fight, though. But they're not going to be holding that Dan and someone like Dan to come over. I know him and Boatsy are quite cool, but let's just say, for example, Dan goes over, beats one of his fighters and don't stand with him. That's a household name gone. Do you know what I mean? Someone goes over, Ivan Yessin goes over, beats Conor Ben, that's a household name gone. So he's not going to want to take them risks. At least if he makes Richards and Boatsy, they're both with him. I can push the winner. You know what I'm going to say?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, look, he's about to like basically feed Canelo Bivol, which could be either a massacre or a great fight. Right?
Yeah.
Bivol's no joke.
Bivol's he's the least dangerous 175 pounder. He just doesn't hit that hard. He's not a big puncher. I think, to be honest, let me take that back. Joe Smith is probably the least technical.
Most dangerous. Yeah.
No, the most dangerous better be it. With the Turbia, I would say.
I'm waiting for confirmation for him to come on, you know.
Oh, is it?
Better be. I'm kind of hoping that he just sits there eating raw meat, growling at the camera for 40 minutes. Be the best episode ever. I'll sit here terrified, maybe piss myself a little bit, but also be very happy that it happened.
All right, he's definitely the most dangerous. I think
he's
16 or 17 and 0, 17 KOs. The way he beat up Marcus Brown, I've never seen Marcus Brown like that before.
Mate,
Joe Smith,
that was a hate crime, wasn't it? Almost. That was so bad.
He even got a cut in his forehead, and he just still.
He seemed pissed off about it. He seemed. That's another one that the Gypsy and I had a chat with. Like, he seemed very confused as to what this stuff was coming out of him. It was just like, what is this? What's all right? Well, I suppose, yeah.
Came in at a good time there.
There it is. You got no cam on, Jess.
Yeah,
but
just
don't worry.
Sort that. And
but yeah.
Right, Turbio's a monster.
Yeah, he really is.
He's a beast, man. He's a beast. Obviously, Joe Smith, the least technical, still bangs. But Bivol's not hurting you.
I don't know. Bivol's got power though, dude. He's got power and he's got technique. He's the most technical.
He's the fastest of them.
He's
Yeah,
the fastest. He's probably the most like the better boxer out of them. But if you lose to Bivol, you're just gonna get outboxed. You're not getting banged out. So Canelo's always got that, you know, that chance of walking you down. Who's phoning me? Oh, that's annoying.
Mate, did I not realise you're doing one of the biggest interviews about? You know what I mean?
I know, to back up, man. But yeah, so that if what was that? So yeah, so he's still got that chance of walking you down and like what he done to Plant, banging you up, wait until whatever you wear down. And plus, Bivol can do 168, so he's not the biggest 175-pounder either. Because he's always
that's a good point.
168. So he's really not out of his depth against Bivol, in my opinion. I think if Canelo's a solid, well, he is a solid 168-pounder because he's undisputed there, and Bivol can do 168, then this is basically two 168-pounders fighting at 175.
I like that.
That's why I think. And Canelo's strong enough to go up there.
He is, he's a tank, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's just an but right. Joe Smith and Canelo could be like one of those mad fights where you just like, what did we just watch? Where you would always 100%. Kind of expect Canelo to get the better of it, but at a cost. That could be like there's a period now, whereas Canelo's fighting these bigger and bigger dudes, his power is going to like level comparatively. But the shots coming in, you know, you know, and so
Joe Smith Jr. is a big guy.
He's a fucking big guy.
He's a big guy, bro.
Big
he
dude.
Probably as physically strong as he does. Like even when Bivol beat him, just outboxed him, innit? Like don't go near him, like don't play to his advantages. Whereas Canelo ain't gonna dance around. No. He's gonna try and walk you down and bang you up like he's done with Kovalev at 175, like he's done from 168 upwards. I don't think I've seen him box slick at 168 upwards. The last fight I saw him box slicking was the Johnny Jacobs fight.
Yeah, that's a valid point. But again,
I think.
Do you really see him being able to pull that off against someone of Bivol's size, though?
Bivol?
Yeah.
Or what, being slick or just walking him down?
Walking him down wise. I think he'd be better being slick.
No, I think he can walk down Bivol. I don't think he needs to be slick at Bivol. I think Bivol's too slick in himself, so there's no point of playing this game. I think he might have to just walk him down and throw his big shots, like similar to how he beat Plant. But I think with better Biev, he might have to be slick because that guy's got bricks for hands.
Yeah. And he's not human, really.
He's not human. Yeah. When I saw him picking up and dashing a 20-kilo barbell, I said, "Say no more." Yeah.
See, that wasn't that shocking. It was the wrist thing.
Oh, the press up. The press up. And he's slamming it as well. Like,
in 3 seconds.
Yeah.
He's banging it hard as well. He's like,
Doosh, 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 doosh. How many people do you think had a little crack at that? Like the white collar, like anyone that's a white collar fan just went, "I'll have a crack at that." Yeah, and they did that. They did that once, and they
broken wrists. You think?
Yeah. They're still not quite okay yet. Just
never will be.
Never again.
No chance. I would
don't try that, Denz. right? That's you got to be a Soviet for that one. But with Bivol though, he is like an archetypal Russian fighter. They box, they can't. Don't think he can't fight. I don't think that's that easy of a fight.
Yeah.
I think it's not the easiest of that weight.
Are you breaking up?
Who's breaking up? Is this all going wrong? Nah. Jess, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can see you.
I think it's your headphones, Denz. Here he is. There he is.
You sure? Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, cool.
I think it might be the headphones.
Fully charged. Custom made. Where's the camera? 2Sharp, baby.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Mate, you can't have like a niece or a nephew just put 2Sharp in pen. I'm not frozen. You're frozen.
He's froze now.
Yeah.
Mate, Zoom don't want
it. There we are. You're back. This is it.
Oh, yeah, there we are. We're back.
Denz, I'm not going to lie to you. Very recently, Virgin Media pissed me off so much that I started to use my immense fame and sent them screenshots of the YouTube viewership until I got what I wanted.
What happened?
I've got a fucking pipe coming into this place now. I've got indestructible internet.
Custom made internet.
Yeah, no, I'm not having it. I was so lemon. Like, they just pissed me off too much.
This is the ROM package.
Yeah, at Virgin Media, you bunch of pricks. Here you go. Big. Right. We'll wrap that up there before things fall apart a little bit on the communications. Denzel, you know that you're always my favorite. Always. Right? I cannot wait for the announcement of when it's going to be.
Yep.
Make no doubt about it. We will be trying to get media and we will be there. I was kind of hoping it was going to be on a Queensbury card because I know that one's maybe a little bit easier. Wasserman, we might have to take a brick. And I don't mean a brick for building houses. I mean a snow brick.
Sure we'd be getting free entry from himself if that was the case.
Yeah. And on that note, Denzel, mate, we'll speak soon. Thank you so much.
You know the drill? As soon as it's announced, I'll be hitting you up.
Bam. Can't wait. Thank you all for joining us. Love you all intensely. Bye-bye now.